1 in 7 women across the world after delivery suffer from postpartum depression. And postpartum depression can have grave consequences on the family, on the mom's mental health, even on the dad's mental health, because even if it's a second or the third time for them, it kind of takes a toll wherein you're not in control of your emotions. So that's how serious postpartum depression is, and that's where we step in.
BNI Champions Podcast, igniting minds, empowering businesses.
Hi everyone, welcome to the BNI Champions Podcast. I am your host, Nilesh Karani. Over the next few weeks, we will do a deep dive into the lives and businesses of the entrepreneurs who are a part of BNI Champions in Dubai, who have created a niche with their products and services in the market. BNI Champions Dubai is a 8-year-old chapter with 85 plus members strong and has had the highest seat value in this region for a longest time. Enjoy the podcast. Thank you.
Here's some messages from our sponsors. Every stitch tells a story. Every step echoes legacy. When craftsman meets elegance, confidence follows. Dress yourself in the luxury of 100-hand shirt, paired impeccably with custom handcrafted shoes from Kings. Because excellence isn't just worn, it's lived. Kings, where your legacy begins. Visit www.kingtraders.com for more details. Du jour, your trusted partner in navigating the complexities of corporate law. A full-service business law firm committed to helping companies, entrepreneurs, and institutions make smarter decisions, manage risk, and seize opportunity. From mergers and acquisitions, compliance and intellectual property, to employment law and beyond. Visit www.de-jour.me for details.
So the guest I have today is Deeipa Bilani. She is from 2844. It's a unique postpartum care unit, and we'll ask Deepa to tell us more about her business today. Deepa, how are you doing today?
Amazingly well, Nilesh.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us today. It's a great pleasure to have you on the podcast.
Thank you.
Could you kindly just introduce yourself and where have you come from and how did 2844 get started?
Sure. So this is going to be my 25th year in Dubai, and always been associated with the spas and the wellness part of the industry.
Yes.
And 2844 is almost a 2.5-year company,
Right.
2.5-year-old company. And what we do is take care of the women in their postpartum period. So 2844 is a very premium postpartum care company established in Dubai.
Okay.
But of course, we service all Emirates and cross countries as well, hopefully soon.
Oh, wow. That's a good initiative. To be honest, I haven't heard about a company services like yours because I think that's a unique proposition that you bring to the table. Are there any other companies like yours in Dubai?
No, in fact, we are pioneers in women wellness postpartum care because there are no such companies. Of course, there is a lot of traditional, home-based, unorganized professionals available,
Okay.
so-called professionals available. But our kind of a company is a first in the region.
Right.
And what we do is complete holistic care of women during the most challenging period after delivery.
Right.
So once they give birth is where we step in.
Oh, okay. All right. So from your perspective, and you also being a mother, and you also understanding these nitty-gritties of difficult times that women go through, what is it so unique that you bring as an offering to women, which you think will take off a lot of load from the women who just delivered?
So what we do is we sell freedom. When somebody asks me what 2844 does, we sell freedom.
Wow.
We sell happiness to families. A surprising stats to know is 1 in 7 women across the world after delivery suffer from postpartum depression. And postpartum depression can have grave consequences on the family, on the mom's mental health, even on the dad's mental health, because even if it's a second or the third time for them, it kind of takes a toll wherein you're not in control of your emotions. So that's how serious postpartum depression is, and that's where we step in. So this is a space that we identified, wherein organized care or professional care or certified therapists were not available. Yes, we do have nurses, we do have nannies which are available, but there is nobody to look after the moms. And unfortunately, in pretty much all cultures that I've noticed, is the moment the delivery happens, the focus shifts from the mom to the baby. Right. Nobody then kind of asks the mom, how are you feeling? It's just taken for very granted that being a mom is easy. Like you will, I mean, what to do. And as a mother, I have gone through this with my second one, in fact. The first one was all about excitement, and we were so excited that I didn't even realize what I was going through. But with the second one, yes, it was not a very easy transition from being a very busy working professional to somebody who had kind of had to put a pause. I wouldn't say a full stop, but definitely a long pause to whatever I was doing, even my daily activities. It was not a very easy pregnancy. So that is where I feel, and especially within a city like Dubai, which is a very fast paced city with people moving in and out and things and new things happening up and events coming in and people doing various things to keep themselves busy. It kind of takes a toll on somebody who has to hold back on her dreams, if I may say so, or even something immediate that she feels like doing, because she has now the responsibility of somebody else. A father connects to the child or the baby much later than a mother who's instantly connected, because obviously he or she was the child was living inside the mom, right? So that is where the disconnect happens. A mother has to deal with her emotions, the responsibilities, putting everything else that she had probably thought of on hold. And that is where the challenge is. So to grapple with that is where our professionals come in, our therapists come in, and we are like, we've got your back. That's all we say to the new mom, also to the father, because it kind of brings that peace and harmony in the family. And I think it's a very well known fact. If a wife is happy in the house or if a mom is happy in the house, then the household runs perfectly well. So that is where we come in. Our therapists are there continuously supporting moms throughout the night, throughout the days when they are not feeling themselves, feeling good about themselves, or are having doubts about motherhood. So that is where our therapists come in. They become the confidants, they become like friends. They also take care of a lot of physical aspects of a new mom's body. So from belly binding to different massages to giving them nutrition guidance, to helping them understand more about breastfeeding or lactation guidance, sleep coaching, co sleeping with the baby, pretty much everything that a mom would struggle with herself and probably wouldn't be able to share her doubts or questions with a mom or a mother in law, whoever is present at that time, only for the fear of not being understood. So that is where 2844 comes in, and that is where our therapists have kind of become a reason for families to get 2844 involved in their postpartum journey.
Actually, thank you, Deepa, because you answered my next question also, which actually was regarding the mental condition of the mom. And because the thing is, for a new mom, she may be having a lots of doubts, like you mentioned, lots of questions about how to do what, and she might not know. She's a first-time mom. So yeah, thank you for covering that as
Absolutely,
well.
most welcome.
And just for us to understand better, all right. Now, what are the misconceptions that people may have about what you offer or what your services are, and how can you set the record right by giving them exactly what is it that you do and how it helps a family or a mother or baby, of course, in the whole I would say gambit of things, and how your solution is a holistic solution for this kind of a postpartum affair.
Yeah.
that happens after delivery?
So the biggest misconception that people have is that these therapists are similar to maids or nannies. They are neither. These are extremely qualified and experienced and certified, if I have to add that, therapists who understand the entire physical and mental aspects of a postpartum journey of a new mom. So that is where the misconception is. We keep getting asked, like, okay, so what is it that you would do differently? What is it that a maid couldn't do, or our housemaid who's been with us for maybe 15 years cannot understand? So that is where the difference is. Even in all cultures, especially the Southeast Asian cultures, the family is involved, or even pretty much actually every Asian culture, the family is involved. Obviously, out of sheer good intentions, your family, mother in law, mother, sister in law would come and give you advice over this is what you need to do, or this is what you should be eating, or this is how many times you should be feeding the baby. But to us, each client is a different individual. Each client comes in with her own set of not issues but worries, if I may say so, or her set of questions. So that is where we offer a very personal service wherein we have a proper consultation with the client. We understand her family's needs, her own needs, even to an extent that the timetable of her massages is something that the therapist has already decided, that bases her type or bases her issues or concerns, this is what we are going to offer. So that is how personalized 2844 is, versus somebody that you're hiring just out of word of mouth that, hey, what, this lady came and did a good massage for me. But massage is not the only part of the postpartum care that we offer. There is a whole lot of other things which should be done for a woman to recover completely. And even in medicine, or even as doctors would say, the postpartum period of the first 6 weeks are the most crucial point is the most crucial point where a mother should take a step back and focus completely on herself. Of course, the baby, yes, but on her health, because that is what's going to set her recovery for the next her future. So that is where we come in.
So, Deepa, what I understand, or rather, what as a misconception that I have, which I would assume lots of other people might also have, is that postpartum care is mostly about massages. Okay, massage for the baby, massage for the mother, and maybe the grandmother also. But can you set the record right about what? I'm sure there's more to it than this. Can you set the record right once and for all so that people really understand what goes in when 2844 comes into the game?
Absolutely. Oh my God, there is so much more than just massages. But yes, that's a pet peeve that I have when people say, oh, so you're a postpartum care massage company. Massage is probably just one of the aspects that we do. More than anything else, it is the mental health aspect of a postpartum care. Because once a mom is strong enough mentally to go through this and understand that this is going to be a 6 to 8 week period for me to feel like this, and be after that I'm going to recover completely and my body is definitely going to be much better than what I'm feeling right now. That is where we come in. Postpartum care is about nutrition, about sleeping. So all of us underestimate the power of a good night's sleep. But I'm sure you must have noticed that on the days that you've not had that good 8 hour undisturbed sleep, it is difficult. The next day becomes really exhausting. And especially when you've gone through such a challenging, or even if it's not challenging, I mean, giving birth is a miracle, be it a cesarean or be it a normal delivery. So when you go through something like that, I'm sure we've all gone through those days wherein you've slept for 5 hours or 6 hours or got some call or something that's bothered you. And next day you don't feel yourself because your mind's not recovered completely. Your body is not rested well. So that is where also we come in. We provide that one full good night's sleep to a mom because our therapists take care of the baby. And we kind of get the baby used to the sleeping schedule, their feeding schedule. Yes, the initial couple of weeks might be up and down, but we ensure that we give mom that essential good 8 to 10 hours of sleep wherein her body recovers and her mind recovers. In addition to that, we've got something which is called belly binding, which is an age old therapy, but again, the kind of cotton that's used or the kind of oils or the scrubs that are used to make sure that a mother's skin is free of toxins or feeling really light and clean. Even head massages, there is a certain way to do it to relieve the tension of the shoulders or the head or the heaviness in the head that comes with obviously the new mom aspect of it. In addition to that, our therapists also guide moms on what they should be eating to, of course, support their bodies. And also, if they choose to breastfeed, then on what to eat that can help them with their milk supply. So, to ensure that the baby and the mom both are taken care of. Also, there is when I say massages, not just massages, there is also a light bit of physical activity that a therapist can guide for a mom to become mobile and get on with her recovery as soon as possible. In addition to that, so in terms of providing a lot of alternative therapies, these therapies are tried and tested in the Southeast Asian culture and have proven to help moms recover amazingly well in their postpartum period. So that's where we come in. We provide those. We've kind of mixed it with modern education or modern strategies to ensure that the cultural way of postpartum healing is withheld in the way we kind of treat it. So that's where 2844's therapies come in. So we are not just a postpartum massage care company. We also do a whole lot of things. In addition to this, what we've done is we've tied up with a lot of experts in their own field. So if you may need a lactation consultant to come and guide you through, because most of the women hate going back to their doctors or hospitals once they are done with the delivery. So we come in and we provide experts who can come in and tell a mom or help her through the lactation period. Then we have general physicians or gynecologists on call who can come home and look after the mom or help mom with whatever medical issues that they may have. So we've tied up with pretty much we also have sleep coaches who kind of help moms and babies understand what is a bedtime and probably guide them through that to ensure that aspect is taken care of as well. We also have functional nutritionists on board that step in right from the first trimester to even the breastfeeding period or even help and support mom during the next 6 to 8 months after delivery as well. So all these aspects are included in a postpartum care, not only massages.
Oh, thank you for that, Deepa. Very insightful. Tell me something. Who is ideally a person that you're looking for, or be who should be your ideal referral partner? Whether it's an individual or it is some kind of an organization whom you can help out.
So, my ideal client would be a woman who values her health and wellness above everything and is ready to take care of herself. Also, dads or husbands who love their wives, for sure, who want to do that extra bit and not just for the babies.
That's a tricky one.
Yeah. So, but pretty much any family who has space in their house for a therapist to come and stay also is looking for an expert to help them through that period so motherhood becomes like an easy journey or postpartum becomes easier. So any HNI clients, we've got a lot of local Arab families, expat families who are our clients. Apart from that, any gynecologist or even a hospital is a perfect referral partner for us because we are not competing. We are a complementary service to the hospitals. We don't engage in the medicine aspect of postpartum care. We are more of an aesthetic postpartum care company, a mental wellness company. So those are my ideal clientele.
Got it. But tell me something now. There could be a situation where somebody might want your services, but they don't have a space for somebody to live in. Do you provide any supplementary services to help
We
these
do.
people? Yeah.
We've recently launched this because a lot of times, like I said, there is extended family staying in with the new parents, and that is where it kind of becomes a challenge wherein there is a constant interaction or back and forth. So we've understood that. Much as we would like to ask the family to take the live-in service because then the therapist is there throughout the night with the mom, but we've kind of got to a timetable wherein a therapist can go in the morning and come back in the evening, depending on the number of hours a family needs her for, and still do whatever is required to ensure that a perfect postpartum care package is provided. So yes, we do have daily services, which are live out services as well.
Oh, wow. That's brilliant. So now for anybody to reach out to you and get in touch with you for the kind of services you provide, where can somebody get in touch with you or your office or your place of work so that they can get some consultation done from you or your therapist?
Sure.
So,
The best way is, of course, to reach us through our website. I'm sure we'll have all the details put out there.
What's your website?
The 2844.com, the 2844.com.
Numeric 284.
Numeric 2844. We are also extremely responsive on Instagram, plus on the website, our office address and contact numbers are mentioned. So all we need the client to do is just drop us a message and we immediately call and arrange for an in-person consultation. Or in cases where it's any other emirate or somewhere where an immediate travel is not possible, we also do Zoom consultations.
Anything else, Deepa, that you would like to share with the audience about your business or your offerings?
All I would like to say or request families and pregnant women is postpartum is an extremely crucial period, and please do not put a price to that. Yes, we are a premium postpartum care company. Our packages are priced at that level because we provide the best possible services. And I don't think freedom and happiness have a price point to them. So that's my only request, that women, please look after your health and take this step for yourself. Yes, the baby is there. Yes, the family is there. Everything else will be taken care of, but your health is priority. So that's the only thing that I urge women to do.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much, Deepa. Now we know more about what you do, and hopefully you get more people to asking you about your services. And yeah, so all the viewers, can I urge you to get in touch with Deepa or get in touch with, go to 2844.com.
Yes, please
and
follow
get
us
more
on
services.
Instagram as well.
Yeah, please do that. Thank you again, Deepa, and good luck.
Thank you, Nilesh. Thank you for having me here.
Pleasure. It's a pleasure. Thank you.